the next one. 6F2, citizens request by Mr. Kevin Panik, and I understand he has a presentation too.
Yes, I do. So I don't know if the IT guy can come up here and make sure I get my charts this time. Yes, sir, they are PowerPoint. 2 weeks ago, sir. Fantastic. Get a little instruction on how to run it. I actually have it on stick because I figured government better plan for it to fail. Sir, I don't want to give her access without training. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I tell you what, when I was here the first time, it was just a beautiful thing to see everybody come together and listen and everything. So, all right.
Okay.
All right. My name is Kevin Panik, 623 Oakwood Place, Titusville, Florida. I'm here to speak on complex problems, and essentially I like to call this presentation 5 minutes on 5 minutes. And I came here last month and spoke. And when I looked at the video of that, it really looked like I was a madman. I've been told I've been a madman by a couple of people, but I just was trying to race through too fast, you know. So, complex problems. All right, so that, when I sent it was my first time ever doing it, coming before this board. And so I thought I had pre-coordinated a citizen-generated topic. And I believe that citizens want to help government by being part of the solution, at least some of them, and a number of them here today and everything, you know, just engaging is a good thing. And some complex problems, I believe, are escaping being noticed, and some citizens can recognize a few of them maybe and bring them to the board, and we can work them there as a team and work them together. One of the examples I had was last month I brought the mowing over roadside litter that we've been doing that for 40 years, and just didn't seem right to me that we take one piece and make it into 10. And the gentleman left, but we didn't take any action here, and y'all didn't raise any hands at the end when I had the call to action from my Brevard Community College speech teacher telling me, you know, try to end with a call to action. But anyway, working behind the scenes with him, you know, we're trying maybe in 6 months we might have something, I don't know, to at least bring. Right now, citizen topics are only being allotted 5 minutes. I was very surprised. You know, I really didn't know until I came here, and then I see the red clock. You know, I'm at 3 already. There's no way to get any more time, by the way, current process. So modern American problems, they're almost exclusively complex problems, really. Many, many, many inputs. I've been reading a textbook. I'm an engineer by trade. I've been reading a textbook by an MIT professor called Complex Problems. And, sometimes you could have over 20 inputs to a problem. Easy problems have been solved in a sustainable fashion by previous generations. So really what we leave in our kids here in the future are basically a bag of complex problems. The simple ones are, like I said, already kind of been solved. some complex problems have also been solved. And my example here is World War II. The greatest generation solved that. It was a very difficult thing. Now we're maintaining. We have not had a world war since then, and we're maintaining that with MAD. And I don't know if the commissioners are familiar with that acronym, but mutual assured destruction. But I'm not here to talk about that. I think the kids nowadays, though, with cell phones and all, their probably next phase is pull away from that and maybe dialogue and communication. But we'll see what they come up with. So citizen engagement is key. Citizens will disengage if they cannot present these complex problems, issues, and the science that's associated with it. When I didn't know y'all were going to do the lagoon when I showed up, but it was beautiful to see 2 hours that the county commissioners took to explain the science to the citizens. I was not afforded that luxury. Codify and empower the commissioner's board administrative assistant to be the final arbitrator. So here's my solution. Typically I wouldn't propose a solution because there's smarter people in the halls of government than myself that have been here 20, 30, 40 years. But I'll go ahead and throw one out here. So if a citizen asks for more time, the administrator talks on the phone, we discuss it, and I send her some flowers and maybe some Sam's Club cookies. And maybe I'll get 8 minutes. No appeal. Final judgment is final. The administrative assistant will determine the time allotted to the citizen. If they ask for more time, I would imagine most citizens are totally happy with 5 minutes. Now, this is not to be confused with the rebuttals. Rebuttals should always remain 5 minutes. This is a generated topic. Presenting Brevard County Commission a complex problem in 5 minutes, it's impossible. If you have any questions, I have about 34 seconds left.
I'd like to let you know that there's a lot of things that can happen where you do get more time. This board has the opportunity to say extend more time. We can do that. But the other thing, I don't know that you're aware of, and maybe it's our fault we don't make it out there as much, but you or anybody in the public can meet with each one of these county commissioners individually.
Yes, sir. I know that. And here's the thing with that, okay? That means that I have to lay out my proposal to the commissioner. And, it's wonderful when you have a great one like Robin here from me. I really enjoy working with him. But you could see, I think you could see a point where there could be some censure, where the commissioner says, this is a beautiful thing, and I'll propose it, and I'll let you talk for an hour on it, but I don't like chart number 47. So if you take out chart 47, we can present it.
Yeah,
It's there.
It's
It's
possible.
This this is just allowing citizens to bring something pure and unalterated.
Well, we try to, as much as we can with the public, and I have a number of people come to my office, and probably other ones do too, and we like to listen because we can't meet together because of sunshine law. We can only do that in public, which is a good thing. But I appreciate you bringing us forward anyway, because it makes us more attuned to what we need to do to make sure we can get more time and more knowledge in them. And I have some leeway, or whoever the chair is has some leeway too. And we exercise that.
And sir, that's great. That's at the time of this meeting. The problem is persons like myself that are trying to work on my public speaking capabilities and through taking classes and trying to be a good public speaker and practice things. I will practice it at home numerous times. I'll film myself and I will come down that. My message to be smooth and clear is 8 minutes.
It has been.
And the problem is I can't pre-coordinate 8 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And continue.
I had the same comments. I wanted to make sure he knew that he could actually come forward and. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Panik.
Thank you. I hope you enact that rule.
Any more comment? Okay. I don't have any.
So I had a number of friends tell me they didn't really understand my speech and what it was about. I think some of it was the charts weren't large enough to see on the video. Essentially what I tried to get across or ask them for was to have some leeway in their process that would allow me to pre-coordinate more time for public items that are brought to the board on an agenda, not rebuttal, that I planned and pre-coordinated. So you can see my charts here. Pre-coordinated, generate topics, not rebuttals. We want to be part of the solution. I brought him something last month, and I was rushed, and it really looked bad in my public speaking because I tried to jam 10 minutes into 5. Again, I try to highlight that there are no 5-minute problems anymore. And by that, I was trying to tell them about complex problems and what I've been studying from this great textbook by an MIT professor on complex problems in government and various areas. And then I tried to bring in the example of World War II, and obviously that was a complex problem, and maybe hit on a little bit of my thoughts on the next generation and how I really think with global communication are heading towards a peaceful planet. Tried to tell them that, hey, you're really blowing us out of the water when you try to, take up all the time and you only talk about what you want, and you don't really allow citizen-generated topics, and that citizen engagement is what government's all about. And it was interesting, I was outside the halls before I went into the chamber and was reading Declaration of Independence. What an amazing document those guys signed. And they even had some of the articles, but it was beautiful reading. And then just try to give them the solution. Of course, they seem to walk away with without issuing any actions. And I'm sure they think that this is over. Just kind of highlight that there's no way you can present a problem in 5 minutes. And then this was my question sheet. Trying to show a little bit of the future there. That's it. Thank you for listening.